Coming up today on Great Day Connecticut, a sure sign of spring, the Connecticut Fishing and Outdoor Show is next weekend. We have a preview for you.
Plus, spring clean your beauty routine. We've got the latest products you'll want in your arsenal.
And tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. We're heading to Ireland to see how the people there are celebrating.
We're making your day a great one. Starting right now.
Happy Hump Day. You made it to Wednesday. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Great Day Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
Scott Haney, dreaming all night about work. I don't know about you, but I was dreaming all night about work.
You were having work dreams, and these weren't pathmark dreams. Now you're dreaming about this place.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's the full moon coming up on the weekend. It's a worm moon.
Yeah, well, anyway, so I was dreaming the Doppler wasn't working, there were tornadoes in the state, and nothing was going right. A little stress.
So a lot of responsibility, but unable to, okay.
Put the glasses on, Dr. Melfi.
I sense that you are feeling overwhelmed and a lot of responsibility, and you're not sure if you can carry it all or serve everybody the way that you'd like to.
I think you're dead on. Thank you. That'll be $120.
No,
like $350.
Yes, give me some more money.
Yeah, like my therapist is now like $350 an hour, and I'm like, how much did this rate go up? He's like, your problems are getting worse.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand. The more problems I have, the more he charges me. Okay. It's ridiculous.
You know what cures problems?
Pandas.
Pandas.
Yes, they do. Take a look at them. They're so cuddly and cute and adorable.
Yeah, it's National
The
Panda Day. Oh, let's just watch this all for the rest of the hour, and we'll all leave feeling happy.
Mm-hmm. They are no
the
longer
world's most vulnerable species.
Yeah, but they're no longer considered endangered, which is really good news.
But there's still only less than 2,000 of them. Could you imagine a day where we don't have panda bears?
No, we need to get more.
And this is partly because breeding programs are not very common. They usually isolate themselves when they're in the world. I mean, I know we do a cooperation with China and the National Zoo, but I mean,
could you look at
the
how
world would be better.
The amount of bamboo
pandas
that they eat per day.
And eucalyptus.
And look at that little woods. He's like, I got a little scratch.
Watch it again.
I'll tumble for you. Oh my God, it's so adorable.
Look at him walk.
All right, here's something else everyone in the U.S. Senate can agree on. Believe it or not, they're all coming together. They don't want they want daylight saving time. They don't want the clocks flipping back and forth.
Yeah, well, timing says, they've tried to do this before, it's never been taken up. But yesterday, the Senate unanimously passed that we would just keep daylight saving time. But this is, of course, the day after the Monday when everyone's exhausted.
Exactly.
And they probably thought, okay, everyone. But there's a lot of people who are also upset, and we're going to be talking about this on our newscast today. With young children, it could mean, in the winter, you're going to have kids at bus stops
at
in the dark.
8 o'clock in the morning at dark. Yeah, like it's 8, the sun won't be coming up to like 8:20. So you got to think about that before you go ahead and do this.
Well, here's my solution.
Yeah, what is your solution?
Keep daylight saving time permanent and have everyone start their days later in the winter. People would love that. So school starts at 9, work starts at 10, and you have daylight.
Put the glasses on, Dr. Melfi. What do you think about that?
I think that people need a little extra sleep in the winter and a little extra sunlight. Let's give them both. Okay, because when I was in school, my middle school, it was junior high. That's what they called it back then. We didn't start until 9:05. Well, schools have been trying. I mean, West Hartford did this, and I thought it was kind of. Really, we fought for a year over it, and they got 15 minutes. But I remember falling asleep in first period all the time. No news. The news starts on time, Adam. Everybody's wondering if the news would start later. No. We go on at 4:30, and if I had my way, we'd go on at 4. So everybody be But if the extra hour, everyone's sleeping. But if the extra hour, everyone would be sleeping in. That's true. So then you could sleep in too. Yeah, you never know. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, let's start with how we want the world to be. I can't sleep. I'm having nightmares. All right, researchers say sleeping with even a little light in the room could be bad for your health. I try to tell my kids this because they always want a light on. Well, I go to sleep now and the lights, sunlight is on. I mean, I go to bed at 7. The sun is out right now. And that's a problem. But when you put night lights or, those kinds of things, I don't know. Helene always wants her closet light on. It's not good for you. I like it all dark and quiet. Well, they say they analyzed 20 healthy people in their 20s as they spent 2 nights in a sleep lab. They found that being exposed to even moderate amounts of ambient light during sleep activated participants' sympathetic nervous system.
So it activated the participant's sympathetic nervous system, which caused their heart rates to rise, which is no good.
So you have two nervous systems, your sympathetic and your parasympathetic.
Who knew that?
You want to be in your parasympathetic. That's why the response is you should deep breathe or learn to meditate, because it helps you access your calming reflex.
No wonder why I'm in therapy. I have two nervous systems. One's worse than the other. It's unbelievable. I can't get either one of them under control. Okay. It's ridiculous.
I'm very proud, though. You meditated yesterday.
I did. I meditated.
With a gong.
Because I have to go to therapy today, and he was going to be like, did you meditate? And I was going to say
Whatever
no
works.
again. But I did it.
And you liked it.
The gong came on, and then he was like, I want you to examine your feet. Now feel your legs. Now feel your upper body. Now close your eyes. I was like, is Frankenstein giving me the cues here? What was happening?
You need to listen to, I like the Oprah Deepak ones, but either way, the whole point is it had to put you in the present moment.
You know, the voice was, I was working in the lab one day, and the Monster Mash came to say. That's what the guy sounded like, and I was like,
you need a different track.
Am I supposed to be meditating to the Monster Mash? What is happening?
Maybe just music is better for you.
I think so, too.
Okay. Allergy sufferers, beware. I know here at our newsroom, our shop, we've already had a lot of people experiencing allergies. A new study says the season's going to be just getting worse because of climate change. They say the wind is going to drive, when you might have just one pollen and then another pollen the next week, it's going to drive them all together, like pollen storms. And
now
for longer periods of time and earlier.
They said this is by the end of this century, which I won't be here for. So, I don't know if I have to worry about this too much, but I guess everybody else has got to have to worry about it.
Well, by the end of the century, it could begin 40 days earlier, but they say it's kind of already happening.
Well, it's already happening.
You know what is happening? We just heard from some pediatricians, if your kids are getting sick and you're wondering what's happened, I guess flu cases are spiking ever since the kids took off the mask.
Isn't that...
viruses, they want to do what viruses do. They want to get out to the world, and now that the masks are gone, people are...
That's interesting.
So...
this is good news. The White House plans to resume public tours for the first time in more than 2 years. The tours have been on hiatus since March 12, 2020, due to the pandemic, and now they're going to start welcoming people back. I didn't realize you have to go through your congressman to try and get on this tour list.
That's usually the best way, but you can do that, and Congress people expect that you might request that, and you get on a list and you go. There's also, I think now, there might be something on the White House website where you can sign up, but I really recommend everyone do it. It's amazing to tour the White House.
I've never done it.
It's really amazing, and
it's big, I heard.
Well, and a lot of times you'll do the White House, but sometimes the other part where everyone works is the old executive office building, which is interesting to see,
that's
too.
That's really cool. I'd like to see that.
I don't know, ever since 9/11, they used to do West Wing tours. I don't know if they do any West Wing tours anymore.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see any of it, just any part of it.
But start with reaching out to your local congressperson or senator. Yeah.
All right. A new trailer introduces Marvel's first Muslim American superhero as she makes the leap from comics to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kara.
Yes, Ms. Marvel comes out on Disney Plus this summer. The character's name is Kamala Khan, and she was actually introduced back in 2013. She'll be played by Ayman Vellani. I hope I'm saying that right, but she's a Muslim Pakistani-American high school student from New Jersey.
That's the character, right? Right, Jamie? Okay, that's the character. That's cool. The new series appears to be
We don't know how she gets her powers, but they're
we don't know how she gets her powers, so that's good. We're looking forward to that. Sandra Bullock is going to spend more time with her family. What do you think of that?
She's taking a break.
Taking a break. She said, I'm done. She's like, I'm taking a break from acting. I'm going to spend more time with my, what does she have?
She has a 12-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. So, I mean, I know personally those are busy times.
Now, let me just tell you one thing here, Kara.
What?
If I were in a movie with Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt, I would not be giving up my career. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm surrounded by beautiful people.
But she just finished it.
I'm going to keep going.
But she finished it already. She did it with Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt.
There's more to come for her.
And it's called Lost City, and it hit theaters on March 25th. But so she takes a little break. She can go back to it whenever she wants.
But I don't know. You know, you get out of the limelight, and then they forget about you. You got to keep relevant. It's like you, but you are social media. We got to keep relevant. We got to keep moving. We got to keep posting. We got to keep relevant.
Now you're making me nervous. I can't take a break.
No breaks for you. No breaks for you. Now, if I told you, hey, Kara, coming up, we're going to star in a movie with Brad Pitt and Channing Tatum, would you say, yeah, I'm good with that?
No, I would want to do that. But she did it. It's already coming out. It's over. They shot it. It's done. Now she can take a rest.
There'll be more.